Nothing like a little Gone in 60 Seconds when you're wrenching on your truck. Back to the Ram 1500. What am I doing? I am replacing my Granatelli Cutout. Thanks to Joe from Granatelli Motorsports for hooking it up with a new motor. And they actually have an upgraded version. It's an oval one. I'll put the link to that into the description so you can take a closer look. It's a little more heavy duty, better ground clearance, and I think it uses gears. I've had this on my truck for a very long time. About a year or two ago, it started not opening all the way. Let me show you what I'm talking about. As you can see, it's not opening all the way. And it's been doing that for a while. Sometimes it opens up, but I don't even think it was opening up all the way. So I contacted Joe at Granatelli, talked to him, and he sent me a new one. And I'm gonna install it, and it's gonna be back to normal. And the thing about these things, dude, these are obviously off-road use only. I think that, you know, not very little frowned upon in most states. They're designed for the track, and track conditions are typically dry. And when you go installing these and you're using them all year round in the rain and the snow, having a unit that's designed to be used at the track in dry conditions, and it's getting wet, it's getting road grime, it's getting salt on it, and it kind of shortens the life of it. So if I would, if I were to use this just in dry conditions, just the track, it would probably last way longer. Now, I don't drive my truck in the winter. I have got caught in some rainstorms. I don't like driving in the rain either. That's why my rockers look mint. And if you're ever wondering why my rockers look so good, I soak them with WD-40 once a year. I know there's better ways, but that's the way I've been doing it in all my vehicles, and it works. I soak it like a half a can till it drips out, and it protects it. It's been doing pretty good so far, but back to the Cutout. Now let's slap this thing in. I'm gonna take the old one off, slap this one in, and get back to having that beautiful Cutout sound on the highway, because it is obnoxious when that thing's open. Obnoxious. And it releases lots of bald eagles as you drive. The scavenging's being released. It's coming out quicker, less turbulence, getting those eagles out. This pig's dropped, so I gotta jack it up a little bit, put it on jack stands, and jack her on up. If you're wondering why I got carpet, that's because I got this off a job. It's in really good condition, and it's just nice to roll around on this thing without getting bumps and bruises. All right, jack stands are in. Safety first, safety last, man. And there's blocks at the front tires so this pig doesn't roll and squish me. All right, let's get the sockets, dude. I'm gonna attempt to remove the 3 mounting bolts for the motor underneath. If I can't get them off, I might have to take the whole setup off and do it in the bench, but I'm gonna PB blast all these bolts. Why doesn't PB blast? Why doesn't it ever work when you want it to? So I'm gonna have to use WD-40, which is almost empty as well. Not as good, but you know what? That's all I got right now. Let it soak a little bit. And you're probably wondering, it's gonna drip over your carpet. Nah, I got cardboard, bro, come on. Wow, I'm letting that soak, dude. I need new tires. Oh, these Toyo Proxies are all worn out. I wonder why they're worn out like that. The Viking shocks are doing good. No leaks. Cool 4x4s, I gotta replace those soon with the race series I got. Everything's looking good. Got the Max Track 2.4 drop. Got the Willwoods at all 4 corners. Big brake, 16-inch rotors. What's it doing? Dude, if you ever got to upgrade the brakes, go Willwood, man. Worth every penny. Nosebleeders. Shout out to Moe's. All right, so the mounting bolts are on there really good. The bolts are kind of rusty. So I'm going to have to take these sleeves off and take this down as one and work on it on the bench. I might have to do some torching on the bolts as well. Here we go. Oh, what a pain in the rear end, dude. I had a fight to get that off. It was on too long. I mean, I can reuse it. It's in pretty good shape, but push the muffler back, pop this out. There we go. Now, finally, My Granatelli little cutout assembly is finally off. Now I can work on the bench. I gotta torch these bolts right here, and hopefully those come off. If they don't come off, I'm gonna have to get a whole new unit, and maybe I will do the new oval one. Maybe it's meant to be. I don't know. But I gotta unplug this, which I taped for water reasons. I gotta untape it and unplug it. She's unplugged. Plug looks good still. It's good. All right, let's take this to the bench. It's at the bench. That's the new motor. I gotta take these 3 bolts off. I'm praying they come off. I'll get them off. I need a little bit of heat, but you know, I know some of you are like, "Hey, that cutout's off. You got open headers right now. I want to hear it," and I do too. So let's start her up. I'll put you back under here. It's gonna be obnoxious. Shakes the whole truck when it's open headers. I love that sound. Yeah! Girl got 2 points. All right, that's off. Here we go. That will be going back on. Just need some more clearance to get these bolts off. Stability, I should say. Now I can stand this up, keep it flat, and work on these bolts. All right, I got one of them out with the impact, a little bit of heat. And I'm gonna do this one next. This bolt actually broke, which is always fun. So I'm gonna have to drill that rest of that bolt out and tap away. I'm gonna have to pick up new bolts. All right, torch the crap out of that one. Let's put that on. See what happens here. And that one broke too. All right, that's good. All right, gasket. I can go to AutoZone, grab some gasket, and I can either custom cut one, or that's not a big deal. I'm gonna separate this from this flange and then drill the rest of the bolts out of that flange. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I'm already into this and I need my truck for tomorrow, so I'll get it all together. It's gonna work great. Brand new motor. I already did 2 of them. I'm gonna show you what I do. This is one way to get bolts out. In the center, oil, gotta use oil, and black carbide bits. Medium speed, drill a hole all the way through, and it takes time. And go up a size, go up another size, go up another size. As long as you stay center, you won't mess the threads up. Collapse it, collapse what's left over of the bolt, and then tap it. This is an M10 1.5 thread. Actually, if you guys don't have these, you should get them. I'll leave the link in the description for these. I got them off Amazon. They're awesome to have. Metric and standard. Good to have for times like this when you're trying to figure out bolt size. So lots of oil. That's one size. Now I'm gonna go up another size. Like that was 7/32. I'm going to 15/64. Then I go to quarter, then I go to 5/16 and collapse it. I drilled it, and I got an old screwdriver I use as like a tap to kind of collapse the bolt. You know, whack, 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 inward so you don't mess the threads up. Grinded the back. And then on this one, I don't always have to do this, but this one I just grab a needle nose and twist it out. And I'm gonna tap that hole anyways, just in case. But there's the bolt. Drilled through, collapsed, and removed. I gotta go on the ground, need some leverage because this pot's so small. I just gotta run to the store, grab some bolts, some gasket. I'll buy gasket sheets. I don't care, I'll cut it so they fit and slap this all back together. All right, just got back from the store. I got a gasket from AutoZone for, it was kind of expensive. I don't want to talk about it, but it's number 5971. And hopefully, yeah, dude, it fits. Awesome. There's actually two in here. Well, I need two, so that's good. So Home Depot, you know, if you go to Home Depot a lot, you just know. They didn't have the right bolts. Well, they had the right bolts. They didn't have the small head that I need because the bolts are really close to the pipe. That's my iced coffee, cold brew. So if I start talking real fast, that's why. M10 1.5s, socket caps. So I'm gonna use these instead. And get an X-Acto blade. Any of these work? Yeah, this works. I almost knocked my coffee over, dude. What is with my coffee today? I almost knocked it over earlier. In my other video, I almost knocked it over now. Sweet. Taking a sip of my coffee. Bingo. Just want to double check to make sure everything's good before I tighten those up. Nice, nice gasket, flange gasket, motor gasket, flange. All right, we're Gucci. We're Gucci. I'm gonna tighten them up. All right, cool. Now we're ready to install it. Let's slip this on. All right. Yeah. Put these bolts into this sleeve clamp. Gotta remember too, when I have a load in the back, this is gonna come down a little bit, but I got plenty of clearance. I got 1.5 inches. There's not a lot of trouble going on. That one doesn't have to be too tight because it's just a little dump cover, dude. It's nice and tight. All right, tight, good. This is already mounted, that's good, and that's definitely good. So I just gotta plug this back in, tuck the wires underneath the heat shield up there, and let it rip tater chip. I just put some electrical tape on the connection so it doesn't come apart. That's why I had so much tape on it before. I was just worried it was gonna, something pulls on it if I'm doing work somewhere else and I give it a tug and then it unplugs. That way it guarantees it stays plugged in. And I'm just gonna tuck it underneath this heat shield, bend it back up. All right, let me know if it opens up. My birthday was a few days ago, and my daughter got me this cute little Ram valve stem caps, dude. It's so cute. So I'm gonna swap these out, get these on real quick before I go for a rip. Heck yeah, man. Love them. Dude, look at the size of that spider, man. A nasty ass spider. That was a little tough. I had bolts that snapped. So I had to extract them. Didn't damage the threads, just tapped it to clean them out. And they're good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll leave the links below for whatever I said in the video. I'll see you in the next one. Until next time. Peace! Of course. Let me close that cutout real quick. Like the last second I turn the video off, and the cop is actually Big Rich, who I've seen before, so I'm hoping he lets me go. We'll see what happens.
I do appreciate you pulling up.
Yeah.
And not making me work to come stop you.
No, yeah,
I was expecting to catch you way up the street.
Yeah.
So just a written warning. All right?
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
So it's like $235 plus the increase in insurance. Just keep it on the
Yeah, the highway, yeah.
Like, there's tons of deer in this area too. Even though you're a good driver.
Yeah, I haven't got pulled over in like,
clean history. That's awesome.
Jeez, over 10 years.
I think it was 2013. I saw.
And I used to live in, and I moved up here. It's like near New Hampshire.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, we can get away with like a little loud exhaust, and but it's uncalled for. I should have.
I mean, a lot of exhaust isn't a big deal. But
Yeah.
It's if you lived in that house, you'd be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
All right, Rich.
have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Big Rich is the man, dude. Oh, sweet. He's like, loud exhaust ain't a big deal. It's just speed. You know, I was going 53 and a 40, so. Or something like that. So I'm happy he let me go. Of course, you know, I had the exhaust cutout open, and I hit it, and I see a car coming on, and I'm like, because these Morimotos give off like a blue tinge sometimes on license plates, and I'm like, no. And yes, it was an actual blue plate, and then his lights came on in the Tahoe, and yeah. So funny, man. Just what are the chances, you know what I mean? But Rich is a cool dude. He's a really nice guy. I have a good, clean record. I haven't got pulled over in years, man. I should have went on the highway. Like, I definitely should have gone on the highway. But, yeah, props to Big Rich. Thank you. All right, guys, on that note, I'm going to go park this thing, and thank God I didn't get a big ticket. Remember, guys, don't speed, man. Don't speed. On the highway, you can. But it's a nice countryside road. I never thought there'd be a cop up here. I had a funny feeling. You know, you always have a funny feeling, but All right, guys. It figures, dude. It figures. I wish I had my GoPro so I could catch the lights. All right, till next time. Peace.